You've heard the myth. The dodo went extinct because it was dumb. Funny, right? Not really. Here's the truth. I'm taking you to Mauritius, an island in the Indian Ocean, where the dodo evolved with no land predators, no fear, and no reason to fly. It wasn't a turkey-sized clown. It was a giant ground-dwelling pigeon, likely 10 to 18 kilos, built for a quiet life in forests, smart enough for its world. The first confirmed human contact? 1598, Dutch sailors. Less than a lifetime later, by around 1662, no more dodos. But it wasn't just sailors roasting drumsticks on the beach. Here's the chain reaction. People arrive. They clear forests. They bring stowaways. Rats, pigs, monkeys. Dodos nest on the ground. Eggs sit in leaf litter. Suddenly there are hungry mouths that the dodo never evolved to fear. Eggs and chicks vanish. Adults are hunted. Habitat shrinks. Extinction isn't one blow. It's 1,000 cuts. Were dodos stupid? No, their brain size was normal for a bird their size. Fearlessness isn't foolish, it's adaptation, until the world changes overnight. And the famous fat-waddling dodo? That's mostly 17th century art with a bit of artistic license. Leaner, more athletic reconstructions fit the bones better. Speaking of bones, we don't have a complete preserved body. A mummified head survives in Oxford. A mummified foot survives in Oxford. Lots of skeletal pieces come from a swamp called Mer aux Songes. Another myth, the dodo and the tambalakuk tree were locked in a life-or-death partnership. No dodos, no seeds. It's more complex. The tree can germinate without dodos, it just liked seed dispersers. Ecosystems aren't tidy one-to-one stories. Genetically, the dodo's closest living relative is the Nicobar pigeon. Picture that. Scaled up and grounded. The dodo gave up flight because it didn't need it, until it did. Could we bring it back? De-extinction gets headlines, but rebuilding an island, rebuilding a food web, rebuilding the exact behaviors, that's far harder than editing DNA. The lesson isn't resurrection, it's prevention. Islands today face the same trio: habitat loss, hunting pressure, invasive species, biosecurity, protected forests, controlling rats, save far more birds than any sci-fi project. So truth over myth. The dodo wasn't doomed by stupidity, it was blindsided by us. In less than a century, human arrival rewrote an ecosystem that had stood for millions of years.